It was just because you've known me. I do the B2B space and I actually like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I actually like doing that work. So I think it was just like I think even once I first started hearing about it, I was just kind of expecting it to fall quicker.
Hmm.
Like I was like, this is just the new thing. This is just going to buzz off and nobody's going to make any money and it's going to get oversaturated and it's just going to be a joke in a minute.
Just like everything else,
Yeah.
right?
I
Yeah.
mean, that's literally what I thought. So I was like, I'm making my money in the B2B space. Like, why do I need to go down this road?
Yeah.
And again, like I do like onboarding to do things, but it was like I almost it feels weird because I know a lot of people are like on board right away and ride that wave. I'm more like the guy who's like, let the wave crash and then come in.
I understand that logic too,
you
because it's
know?
almost like a new iPhone. You don't want the fresh one that's fresh off the first batch that they sent out,
Yeah.
because that come with the most issues.
Yeah.
So,
They'll break the
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah.
Plus I feel like it sets my priorities a little lower or
Mhm.
my expectations.
Yeah.
It just kind of real instead of going, everybody's making $60 an hour, I can go,
Yeah.
okay, this is the reality of what you make in here.
Hmm.
I feel like when you come in the first days, you're a YouTube channel going, oh, this is the only way. Now you're $900 a minute. Like it's, it's just not the case. So I just figured
If
wait
you're
it out.
making
But
nine,
then
I'm sorry to interject, but if you're making $900 a minute doing gig work, God, man, you what
yeah.
app is that? you know?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
but
called the Sell Your Soul app or something. But I mean, you know what I mean.
yeah,
I mean, like there's a lot of money. The companies dump them. We all of us, no, none of us are strangers to this. The companies dump the money in to overpopulate the drivers, and they reward them well during the time of building the customer base. Once the customer base is built, they retract on the driver pay and hope that the drivers level themselves out and leave. That's
it's a shame that's how it's been. Um, and that's what, it excuse me. But it's like, just looking at the years that have gone by with all these different apps and how they have changed towards that model, it's just kind of like a shame, man. It's like,
yeah,
the driver is the front line, the one that's going to pick it up and going to drop it off. Yes, you need the customer, right? Yes, you need the merchant, whoever that person is, or whatever business that is, right? Yes, yes, these people are important. But the third part of that triangle, just to finish off that entire triangle, they are needed just as much. And to see that they get the lower end of anything, it's like, how can you treat them as such, man? It's crazy.
I mean, still to be argued. I mean, especially in the food space, I would say if you're going to be doing delivery, do catering.
I agree.
Absolutely. I mean, like, there's just no question about that. I can, and it's not on the norm, but I mean, like, I see people who get what they call bangers or whatnot that are the
Mhm.
delivered ones for 5, 6. I've never seen one of those
Can,
personally.
can I say something there about the
Yeah, yeah,
bangers?
please go ahead.
Anything that does not pay $2, $2, $1.50, if it pays you like 30 plus dollars, let's just look at it from a DoorDasher's perspective for a second. A DoorDasher that sees a $30 offer would consider that to be a banger, right? Especially if it's going like 3 miles. They don't even completely know what the order subtotal is or anything. They would consider that to be a banger. So if you are being paid, excuse me, banger money through a catering deliveries app, to me, it's still $30 is a banger, right?
Yeah.
No matter what app it is. That's my perspective. Like, obviously, there will be the larger ones, but you kind of almost have to be lucky to receive one of those, you know? Um,
Right.
so I just wanted to say that a $30 order can be a banger too. It just depends on what app you receive it on, right?
But does it matter which app you just receive it on? It's still $30, still $30.
I'm saying $30 is still $30, but a driver that is used to work in DoorDash will consider a $30 on DoorDash a banger, but they will consider a $30 on a catering app trash.
Yeah, I guess I see maybe that logic is you're having to, in most cases, the day before, lock down that time.
Yeah. At least you have that pre-scheduled
Yeah,
type of, hey, I know how much I'm gonna make by on this day tomorrow or whatever day of the week that you're able to see it for.
yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, like I have, I've had a couple hit the triple digits. I've never seen the ones that are like insane. I mean, I've seen other
Uh,
people have them, but I've never
Now,
had them
what do you call insane?
making 400 or 500 bucks.
Well, I think that's market dependent then, not
Yeah.
necessarily. But I feel like
But
you could see that in
it's
your
not
market.
even like a subtotal, there's no like relevance to subtotal. It could be like a $2,000 order in Miami could pay you 500 bucks, but a $2,000 order here in Denver might pay me 200.
I was gonna flip that. I was gonna say like Denver, you might
Well,
see
I
that
wasn't I
kind of
was
money.
just examples.
I know,
But
I know.
yeah, yeah.
No, but the thing is, I feel starting at actually just starting at $100 is a banger for
Oh
cater
yeah,
apps.
yeah.
So if you see the triple digits, doesn't even matter. The very rare ones is the ones that pay 300 or more,
Yeah.
like a $300 tip or just 300 or more. The more regular ones you'll see is like the 200s, but they're still not that they're still as rare as a 300, but you're gonna see more often $100 between 100 and 200
Yeah.
more often than anything else.
Well, more often than anything else, you're gonna see 50, 40, 30.
Well, yeah, I was talking about the triple digits
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if we're really talking about what you're gonna see the most often is like, especially with like, say, I guess deliver that, you're gonna see like $20. The $20 on Zifty, $20 on deliver that, the $20 on expedite. Yeah, you're gonna see
Yeah.
the $20, the low ball.
Yeah. But they do. I will say that, like you brought up delivered. I will say with delivered, I have seen them what I think to be spread more evenly.
Mhm.
When I had Chris on and I asked him, I said, is the way the Emerald tier program set up now that that it's that more people are because everybody's 4 tier Emerald. Like,
Of course,
so
yeah.
I'm like, is it distributing more evenly? Which was always something I thought. Of course, the people in that program wouldn't think so. But
Mhm.
I call some of them, not all of them, but some of them, the pajama people that roll out of bed, get a $500 order a day, and just do the one in their pajamas. And that
Yeah.
was with the old tier program. But now with it gone, he did make it sound like it would be more evenly distributed. Like everybody has a little more chance to
I
get
mean,
the better orders.
and I understand that language or that logic, because as a business, when you have just the left side making money and happy on that side, but then the right side, you still have to find some kind of balance, because the right side is I don't want to say complaining, but they have issues. They're not taking orders. Orders are not being assigned, or it's causing you to have to almost like send out a warning email like your account is about to be suspended or terminated because you haven't taken an order or whatever. It's like you're just taking up space on the server. But finding a balance between the two where you're actually getting more orders taken from the good side and the bad side, it's like, I think as a company, that would be the ultimate goal, having everyone in some capacity just taking an order on your platform, especially if they took time to sign up
Yeah.
and to get things going.
Yeah. I mean, you know how I feel. The more transparent, the better. And
Yeah.
that just applies to life lately for me even more than ever. I feel like transparency isn't just my gig motto anymore. It's like my life motto.
Just keep
It's
it
like,
real, man. Just keep it
yeah, I
real.
mean, like,
Yeah.
because with so much not being transparent, it's that much more important to spend the extra time being transparent.
Man, listen, eventually a liar will get caught up in all the lies that they've told. They can't remember what was the first lie, the second lie, if
Yeah,
they're on their 250th lie. Like
yeah,
eventually it's going to catch up with them. So,
yeah,
I believe in the same model. Just be real. Just be open and honest and say what it is. And whoever rocks with it, they'll follow. Whoever doesn't,
yeah,
hey, they'll go about their way.
yeah. I mean, You know, in the last time that we were together too, we were talking about Zifty, and
Hmm.
I think we were specifically talking about Zifty bots.
Yeah.
And man, I am shocked after that podcast. I already knew of some, but it was funny how many other people emailed me or other things saying, "Man, I got bots too." Like I was shocked because you had said like I think more people than you think have bots, and I was like, I don't know, I don't think. And yeah, I was pretty. Maybe it was a small sample size, but I was pretty surprised
Yeah. There's
that
some
a lot of
people.
people are doing this.
Yeah, and the I remember back in the day, and maybe that's about 2 years ago, maybe three. The bot conversation was like, "You better not be," right?
Yeah,
But now it's almost like, "Yeah, I got one." You know, it's not me, but I'm just saying, like the conversation is a lot more easier now to have because the person realizes, "Oh man, that's the only way you could grab something nowadays because of how oversaturated or how popular these apps are." It's like if you don't have a bot, this is what your experience is gonna be like. So,
yeah,
you know, so it's like people did not want the bot to be a thing. Even the platforms when they did send out emails about the bots and the platforms saying like, no, we don't suspect anybody having a bot. Like, whatever, man. But then
well,
just to fast forward, it's almost like the bot is a normal thing now. It's like
oh yeah,
drivers probably used to keep it a secret, but now I don't know. I've heard a driver say, "Hey, I have this, I have that." Oh, what? What is that? Oh, bot. That's the only way you can grab an order. Okay, now it's an open conversation. Okay, do your thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, like honestly, people feel okay giving that info that's they ask for real details with those things.
yeah,
Like they're looking for your logins and I
yeah,
don't know. People are very comfortable going on to Instagram because they heard of a handle
yeah,
there that can arrange bots. And to me, it's like these apps are falsely deactivating people, and for them to even play like they don't know about the bots, it leads all to that conspiracy theory type thing about like, dude, do you own the bots?
yeah,
Are you guys double dipping here? Like, do you own the bots and you're dispersing the bots?
yeah.
I
And
mean,
do you remember? I forgot what bot it was, but there was a bot. I think it was for DoorDash, or I forgot what it was for. But this bot specifically, oh, it was the Instacart bot. It was the Instacart bot. And do you recall where I think it was they were like charging like $600 just for a subscription for the bot?
yeah, and
Yeah,
you had to rekey that
yeah,
every
and
time you
that's
hit a certain amount
crazy.
of orders. I don't know the amount of money being taken in by those. That's what I was. That's another part where I was majorly misled. Like, geez, for another company to come in and say we'll get you the best orders and facilitate it, but you have to pay me $600. God, all that $600 from one person
Yeah,
is going to this other company, and there's still enough to make sure you're getting the bigger orders.
yeah,
Like,
crazy.
I mean, it all seems so upside down.
Yeah.
I'm still not familiar with Deliver That. I never
Hmm.
got on to Deliver That. I know that was a big thing of yours, but uh, I know they did the tip pooling and now they don't.
Hmm.
I don't know if like is that platform is that do you think that's still one that people make money on or do well on or
Well, I've seen the improve. I want to. The experience for drivers have improved across the board. So, for instance, like first you had the tier system, elite, and all that stuff. That's the old, right? And then you had the other drivers. But the tier system is now gone, and this is what I see more of now. You know that there's some kind of balance, like what I was trying to explain earlier. Like you on the left side, you have all these people that's having a great experience, and on the right side, these people are just not saying a good experience at all. They're not explaining that at all on social media. So now they have to make a decision on how to balance it. And I believe even if a lot went into that, as far as like there was some negatives from one side, excuse me, there was some negatives actually from both sides, but they were able to find some kind of balance between the two, where some drivers that wasn't getting any orders at all, they're now getting, and actually some drivers that still wasn't getting any orders with the tier system are still not getting orders with the new system. So it's like there's a issue as far as their dispatch goes. But I feel now it's a better experience for maybe 50% of the drivers versus with the tier system.